American skier Lindsey Vonn crashed this morning near the start of her downhill race at the Winter Games Milan Cortina. U.S. Ski said Vonn's right ski pole snagged a gate, which jerked her off balance and caused her to lose control. Former Olympic gold medalist was attempting an Olympic comeback despite tearing the ACL in her left knee in a ski race just last weekend. ABC's Maggie Rulli joins me now from Bormio, Italy with the very latest. Maggie, you spoke with one of Vonn's teammates about her crash. What did he say about how this happened in the conditions out there on the mountain today?
Hey, Janae, yeah, just listening to that video again, I think hearing her screams is maybe the most heartbreaking moment, but watching that video again and again, you can just see how much pain Lindsey was in. And as you mentioned, this all happened at the start of her run, just over 13 seconds, an absolute heartbreak on the mountain. You see her almost twist midair, that violent crash into the snow. As you mentioned, we caught up right after the race with another Olympian, a men's downhill skier, Sam Morse. He helped break down for us exactly what it's like up there when you're on top of the mountain and what could have possibly gone wrong today for Vonn. It's exciting, but it's also dangerous. So what is it like for you mentally to be going down that mountain with the excitement, with the nerves, knowing how much is on the line?
Downhill skiing, I will say, is one of the last of the gladiator sports. It's truly pretty raw. You know, there's no seatbelts, there's no roll cages. We're out there in these little skin-tight suits, just hurtling down the mountain.
It looks like Vonn maybe nipped her pole on one of the gates. Has that happened to you before? And how do you react when something like that happens? Yeah,
so, you know, she went a little loaded on her left ski and then caught her kind of right arm, right shoulder on the gate. If you're planted on the ground, that's one thing. You can usually kind of use your core and rotate it, but she's in the air. So she's just victim to, you know, rotating, and it's really hard to correct that. Once you're spinning in the air, you have no reference point to stabilize off of.
Wow, he said that it's like the last
laid there.
One of the gladiator sports, Maggie. I'm sorry, that was just so startling to hear him describe it like that.
Yeah, and I think it's a good reminder, right, Janae? I mean, we watch these athletes on TV, but to remember what they're doing, that really stuck with us as well. Hearing him describe the speed that they go. I mean, as fast as a car. They're not wearing much protective gear. You know, they're just in their ski suits out there. It really is a gladiator sport, like he mentioned, and a reminder of just how dangerous it is up there for these athletes on the mountain.
Really such a stark reminder of that. And Maggie, U.S. Ski says that it's pretty common for injured skiers to be airlifted during the competitions. But what do we know right now about Vonn's condition?
Yeah, well, so far, U.S. Ski and Snowboard only saying that she's being evaluated. But, you know, we just watched that video. We saw her scream in pain. We saw her grab that left injured knee. And watching it, I think it's hard for anyone to imagine how she might come back and ski more in these Olympics, Janae.
And as you said, hearing her cry out like that really just hurts your heart to hear and see. And Maggie, at the same time, this was bittersweet because also on the Team USA winning its first gold.
I know, Janae, that's what's so hard. You had this heartbreak on the slopes, but you also had this amazing celebratory moment for Team USA. We have not just our first medal of the games, it was a gold medal to top it all off. Breezy Johnson, she came out with just this monster run, one of the first skiers down the mountain, and then no one could catch her the rest of the morning, Janae. It really was so incredible to watch her out there representing the red, white, and blue. And, you know, now she becomes the second American woman to ever win gold in the downhill skiing event. Janae, do you know who the other one is?
Who?
It's Lindsey Vonn. I mean, come on, you cannot, right, exactly, you cannot make these storylines up. In her press conference, Breezy was asked about Vonn, and she said, you know, it's just an honor now to be mentioned in the same breath next to Lindsey Vonn. So I think sort of a reverence today, honoring Lindsey Vonn, but also we have to remember to celebrate Breezy, all of Team USA. This is a huge day for them, and hopefully just the start of many, many more gold medals to come.
Absolutely, Maggie. And you know, I remember the last Summer Olympics, we were all celebrating how well the American women did overall. And already a solid start, at least with the gold medal. So Maggie, thank you so much for your reporting.
Good shout out, Janae. I'm happy you said that.
Yes, ma'am.